I still need to do a couple of dailies as well. So, who else needs to do a daily?
I need to do dailies.
All
I
right.
haven't done anything yet.
All right. Yeah, we can all do a
Yeah,
daily.
the only thing I've done is, the only thing I've done is the challenges or the challenge bounties,
Bounties.
FE strikes. So I'm good. I'm all for dailies because I kind of want to cap out my Vanguard marks or whatever.
The fallen will continue
Oh,
to
wow.
claw at the walls of our city unless we strike them down.
Do you have that
so we're
tank
doing,
one?
oh, thank goodness, we're only doing the Devil's Lair.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
play
gonna
through
try to do
this.
the kill shot on this one if you guys can back off at the end.
Oh, yeah, I'll do
Oh
that.
yeah, no problem, no problem. You can take down. Wait, you need to take down the fallen walker, right?
Yeah.
You know, if I had Sepix,
Alright, cool, yeah, we'll
way
redo
I'd
that.
have to do that on heroic, not a strike list mission.
It's a mission too, so we can't do it right now anyway.
Oh yeah, check out the new pulse rifle I got. Or take off.
You're gonna be shooting enemies at some point, so I'll check it out once we get to that area.
You know, it's a rare, but it has a name for it, so it's not weird. Yeah, I'll check it out.
I got a rare primary too, and it was a scout rifle. And I was like, because the way the game's been.
I got a rare. It's a pulse rifle, and it has a name. So I was like, eh?
Fallen Empire. Let's hope
I just figured the way that the game's been tracking information, like he gave me the exact opposite thing I want to use.
They're not
It's
outtake
like,
yet, yeah. It's random number generation.
Cold current. That's what it is. Oh, this thing does decent damage. I love this thing already. I can pump out a lot of rounds with this.
What is it, a scout rifle or a pulse rifle?
Yeah, pulse rifle. Sorry.
Upgrading real quick.
It only holds 18 rounds, but it does a lot of damage.
Yeah, you want the ones that hold less, because
yeah,
they'll do more damage.
like the thing I'm working for right now is Bad Juju. It holds 15 rounds. So that should be enough information for you.
Oh, that's even
So
better.
basically 5 shots of a pulse rifle. I like this shotgun though. It's like pretty much anybody take
crap.
out at least one hit.
It says dang snipers with their fusion rifles.
There are lightning sperm weapons that track onto you?
Yep, essentially. There's one right behind you.
Yeah, shields are a lot stronger at higher levels.
Oh
What
yeah.
shield? I had a shotgun and I just didn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, I
Is
see
there an
the
enemy right
shields are a
there?
lot stronger at higher levels.
Yeah, like this shotgun will take care of that.
Is it an arc shotgun? I'm noticing there's like
It's
some
a
arc
solar shotgun.
Oh, it only works on
That's
enemies that have
exotic.
solar shields, right? So if they have a red shield,
It works on just about everything. Like,
You know, I
take
don't
this out,
understand. If the
One hit,
generator is
it's
what's making the laser things, why don't we just break the generator?
Well, why don't we shoot the lasers out?
you're trying to make logical sense out of something. It's like the reason why it's there is for Peter Dinklage's ghost to get stuck on something and make us fight a whole bunch of waves.
Essentially.
Let's,
I look over, I see purple, I was about to get excited, and I realized that I was exploding. I was like, oh.
let's be honest with ourselves. The moment he can't open doors, he's useless.
Essentially. He still works with the flashlight. He still works with the flashlight, though.
That's what
Like,
he
off
is.
cuphead.
He's a key and a flashlight. Jeez Louise. Except he talks. But nobody wants him to talk. I mean, the same thing happened with cars in the 80s,
He's like
man.
a really...
People had talking
Dinklebug.
cars, and then they eventually hated him. Stop talking to me. I don't need a talking car.
You're funny. Dinklebug is essentially a really, really bad Toys R Us gimmick. He somehow survived, like, through waves and waves of aliens, and then found us and somehow resurrected us.
Oh, what's the story behind that? I don't know.
Found it at Toys R Us, man.
Found it at Toys R Us.
I swear, if I go to Toys R Us one day, for random reasons, and see Dinglebug, I'm gonna buy it and be like, this thing's gonna resurrect me when I die.
Hey man, it better be useful as a flashlight.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, guys, didn't you
Without
know
that flashlight feature, man.
I mean, because
That's why you need
unless
to
you
get
can hold your
edition
keys
to
in
it.
there, unless you can hold your keys, he better be a flashlight that you can attach to your shirt. Otherwise, he's useless.
Exactly.
It's funny how we make jokes about the shortcomings of the game like that.
Well, I mean, we do it in lighthearted fun. It's not like we actually hate the game.
No.
Or trolls like a lot of other people are right now. Quite sad, really.
Actually, this,
I feel a lot of hate going towards the game. It's
funny
like,
enough, there's this YouTuber who's got like 700 subscribers, and he started talking to me on my page, so I checked out his page. He does really good reviews, or really short too, and I like that. And he said one of the things about the story that was really terrible, he's like, they don't show us anything. It's all like, all this stuff happened. Now shoot stuff. And another reviewer said the same thing. They're like, all this stuff happened, you get like the aftermath, but you don't actually get to see anything happen. It reminds me of an English class where the teacher said, when you're telling a story, show, don't tell.
Yeah.
I don't have my stupid little.
Well, I mean, again, the thing is with that is Bungie even said this is just a scratch on the surface. This is not.
The scratch on the surface to get you to buy more DLC.
They don't
Well, I
have
like
any
buying
DLC.
DLC.
There's a pass
The way I
already,
like to play
so
this game is
they've
it's
got
a
a-
free-to-play game,
they've
and
got
they
a
don't let you
bird.
buy the boosters.
My only question is, when has there ever been a good free DLC?
I think they just need to set it up differently. Like, the thing I would like to see with DLC is stuff that has no effect on gameplay. Like, all image-based stuff. Like, change the way your gun looks, change what kind of clothes you get. Has no
Oh,
effect.
it's like a lot of vanity items.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see like DLC for vanity items.
I mean,
But I also like DLC for story missions, like what they're doing.
the problem with this game, though, is that when they do that, it splits up the player base. So,
True.
let's take something like God of War. All the stages were free. And all the stuff was vanity items, although they had statistics attached, so I didn't like that. If they had... But the way some games are going right now, I think all stages should be free, but vanity items, they should have vanity items in there. And the developer should outright say, if we make money from vanity items, we will give you free DLC. Especially stages.
I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, so would I. That makes sense.
Because I mean, I put money towards vanity items. Sure. I don't see why not, because they're usually not ridiculously expensive.
That's the thing. They always get someone to pay $2, and that $2 is keep out of nothing.
I mean,
like $2 could probably get you a set of vanity items, you know?
yeah.
So like 3 different class items or something. I'd be perfectly fine with that.
You know, I wish I was a game developer, because the stuff that I keep suggesting is stuff that everybody likes, right? Or not everybody, but I
Yeah.
suggest stuff that a lot of people like.
Majority.
Like, one of the...
Sensible people.
I would really like to see games that really tone down the graphics. That way, one of the advantages to toning down the graphics is that there's a lot less computing power being used up. So you'd have a lot fewer issues with slowdown. In multiplayer games, it makes it you can connect a lot quicker because you don't have to you have a lot of stuff used up by programming. You don't have to have all the graphics used up with computing power, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing that I suggest is games with low player counts, because with peer-to-peer servers, that's a lot less computing power done on peer-to-peer servers as well. And like the people who I've played that 3-on-3 match, they love it. I mean, I love it. Jinx loves it.
Like,
Barrier is down.
for the past few years, I've been working out a concept for a video game. I haven't, actually made anything yet. It's just been an idea.
Yeah.
And what I've been doing is I've been taking like really popular ideas. Some of them aren't exactly popular, but they turn out fairly well in my opinion. So, and it works out kind of like that, honestly. Like, the DLC would mainly be vanity items.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if it is gear, it doesn't carry any stats. And if it does carry stats, it's free, and then you have to unlock it with levels. You know, just added to the game.
Well, that just starts to become really complicated. That's why I
mean, like, through the form of, like, an update. You know, like, adding more and more stuff for free. You know, like, basically, because the idea was it'd be kind of like Fallout, but not, like, same gameplay, the same setting. You know, post-apocalyptic, but
the only problem with doing that is that
warring out.
You know what the problem with doing that is that there's already Fallout. See, what I wanted to see was something that was already in production.
I'm saying it's post-apocalyptic. I'm saying it's post-apocalyptic, but it's not the same style.
Yeah.
I was using Fallout as a reference because that's one of the few really popular post-apocalyptic games.
See, after I played Oblivion, I wanted to see an open-world game that did the opposite, which was like something that had really ugly worlds. And that was actually exactly what happened, what I got with Fallout. And then what I wanted to see after that, I wanted to see like a an open-world game where instead of trying to be really beautiful or really disgusting looking like Fallout, intentionally in the right ways, it looks like a decrepit world in all the right ways. I wanted to see something really weird, right? Something really alien. And Bethesda was actually working on that with Portal. No, what is it? Human Head Studios was working on it. It was like a sequel to another game. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. You're going to play a bounty hunter, and it was going to be an open-world game. You capture aliens.
Oh, yeah.
But what happened was apparently Bethesda wanted to buy out Human Head Studios, and Human Head didn't want to do that. And they also roped Human Head into a really bad deal, because nobody had heard that from them doing another game since 2006, right? Where he's like, well, what are they doing? Well, they were doing a lot of outsourcing. They were doing a whole bunch of work for other developers. And apparently, Bethesda got them into a really bad deal where they said, you can't do that. You got to work on our game and nobody else's. So that's why that deal fell apart. But they were making exactly the game I wanted to see. And I was hoping so badly that somebody else would, some other publisher would contact Human Head Studios and say, change up some details and complete the game. Because Square Enix did that with Sleeping Dogs. Because Sleeping Dogs was going to be, Activision's open world game. What was it? Anybody remember what that was called?
True Crime.
True Crime, yeah. Yeah, that game was going to be True Crime. All they did was put a different title on it. Brand new game.
Yeah, I mean, like, the design for the world isn't, like, there'll be sections like you see in Fallout, of course, where it's, like, decrepit city, kind of really deserts, I guess you could say, almost. However, there'll also be forests. It's not like there's no plant life, you know?
Yeah.
So it's going to be pseudo-open world. I'm not talking, like, scale of World of Warcraft.
So, would people be driving around in gas-guzzling cars looking for gas?
No.
What's not? There'd be all solar power vehicles.
That's Mad Max!
I mean, there would be some vehicles, but it's, because it is, think of it this way, it's going to have to do with military conquest, but it's like post-apocalyptic military conquest, in a way. And you have a few different factions.
Yeah.
So, it kind of follows that. You make your own character, you know, stuff like that. There's customization. Pretty basic, but
yeah,
it'd be...
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if you want me to critique your idea or anything like that, because I'm that kind of guy.
Oh, no, go ahead. I don't mind.
Like, I look at plenty of games. I like a lot of indie games, and I keep wishing all the time that I was a publisher. And I would be the kind of guy that would help. A publisher, like, you know, I take somebody's idea and I would help promote it. And typically, most of the time when you're working with somebody else's idea, you wouldn't want to come. I would not want to come in and say, change your idea for me. Because the problem with that is, you know, you really don't want to do that. You want to have your own idea. So if you were asking me, if you're coming up to me as a publisher, talking about that idea, the thing I would tell you right off the bat is, you know, that's Fallout 3, and there's already Fallout 3 out there.
Well, I mean, this is a multiplayer game. I think only multiplayer.
Oh,
There's no
multiplayer
single
only? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's one of the big differences. Is it's multiplayer only. We're talking
multiplayer only? Okay.
First-person shooter.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that could be something. I mean, the thing that I would be saying is, what do you want to do in it? What ideas do you have? And are they simple ideas that are easy to implement, or are they ridiculously difficult?
Yeah, a little simple.
Because difficult ideas
yeah,
are
no.
really hard to balance, and that would scare the hell out of me. And the other thing I would be asking is, what kind of graphics do you want? Because again, high-end graphics scare the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I would say tone it down.
I don't want ridiculous stuff. I want decent, where it looks nice, but it's not like.
Well, there's a difference,
You
right?
know,
Do
to
you want high-end graphics, or do you want like lo-fi stuff? What do you want?
Like, I want a good balance between decent graphics and.
Because let me put it to you like this: you could do
sacrificing.
you could do exactly the same game with exactly what you're talking about, and change the first person. Imagine just like the fact that it's a first person game. You could change the perspective. Just imagine it as changing it to perspective to something else. Like you could easily turn that into like some 8-bit retro looking game, and save a whole bunch of cash.
Yeah, true, but I don't want 8-bit. I want like think lower grade Call of Duty graphics wise. Like,
well, what you don't want to do is you don't want
decent-
low-grade graphics. You're going to want to go. The best way to get around the graphical problem is actually to make art-style graphics, like
yeah,
with stuff
kinda
that's like
Destiny in a way.
no, not like Destiny. That's expensive. I mean, like stuff where it's like where you can really see the polygons easily. So
Like low res, basically.
yeah, and it's done in an
The
intentional
low res
way.
games actually hold up over time.
Yeah, that's right. They don't age. They age really well. That's a good thing. Good thing to note for their develop. Okay, this guy's pretty close to dying. If you want to take your hits there, Vala.
If you guys want to take a break, I'll get the rest of it.
Yeah, I'll take a break.
Well, the graphics I was kind of thinking of was like I said, decent but not over the top, not even close.
Okay, well,
Just
you know,
to
me
where
as a publisher, I would want to
doesn't
hear
look like
something
crap.
really specific. What specifically do you want? Like,
Yeah.
what's another game that sets an example? Like, I would think, for me, I'm looking at running through ideas. I would say, like, do you want to have it like a retro look? Like, say, let's market it as a game that could have been released in 1998. It looks like Unreal Tournament or Quake 3 at the time. That I think could go over well because those games are still timeless. So, despite the fact that
I was thinking like Blacklight Retribution types graphics.
that would still
But that might
cost
be
a
too
lot.
pretty.
I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, I'd probably be out of the running by that point.
Yeah, you did. Not me.
Worry about it.
I got me. So stupid shank ran out of bullets.
Oh, you ran out of bullets? I was wondering why you weren't shooting at him.
Yeah, here we
Well,
need to let
I have it
Vala
all.
finish it off to revive him.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Like the kind of games that I
We'll
really
just
get,
hold off.
like, I see a lot of
Okay,
indie
that's
games
one.
where I see these retro style or art style graphics where you can see the polygons, and when you can see the polygons and it's made like that, you can go with a lot fewer polygons and a lot simpler stuff, a lot of easier stuff to do. And the thing is with those guys, you can actually outsource the graphics from those guys and say, you know, make the graphics for me, and we will pay you for it.
Yeah. Well, mainly I leave that to my friend who is more on the programming side. I'm more on the idea side, I guess you could say. But I dream it up, and he would do the best to put it into that, you know?
Yeah. Programming
So
side.
this is just a concept. That's why I'm saying, like, ideally, I would want good graphics, but I could do without, of course.
Yeah. Like for me, like I know if I was gonna publish games, I would absolutely want online multiplayer games, low player
Right.
count kind of stuff. That way, it's
like,
really simple
I would have
servers.
varying.
Um,
I would have varying. Like,
varying player
anywhere
counts.
from
See, the thing that I
56
dislike about varying player counts is that you have to pick those modes. The example that I saw from
Yeah.
Resistance 3 was that every mode had 16 players, so you could actually pick, anything, and that's what I would do. One of the big problems that I see with multiplayer games all the time is that everybody picks team deathmatch, and whenever somebody tries to do something cutting edge, nobody picks it. And the easy way to get around it is to make the player count the same, and then say, you just go online and you get whatever mode is given to you. There's actually a lot of people who like that. They want to get online right now. They don't want to fool around with any menus. Nice and simple. Whatever player mode you give me, that would be awesome. And that also gives a lot of variety as well. Are you out of ammo there, Vala?
I ran out of my full rifle ammo.
Oh, okay.
I got more though now.
Okay.
What's going on?
Like, the thing
Hey,
what
I'm
I was
doing pretty
gonna do
well.
is, to each normal game mode, which would be like, let's say 8v8, you'd have...
That's a nice 8v8.
tactical-
I would want to go lower. Like the maximum I would ever go is 4-on-4.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There'd be the smaller version. Like, to each game mode, there'd be a smaller version of it.
Yeah.
So it's not like one version only has this amount. So, you can still play whatever you want with whatever player count. The other one would be 4v4.
People are
my
surprisingly
idea of
flexible. If you tell them, if you say this, we're gonna give you you're gonna get what we give you style game, you'd be surprised what they'll take. And the reason why there's a whole bunch of advantages to lower player counts. Like, let's say, if you've built a game that's made for the long term, which is exactly why retro style graphics are really good, because those age really well. You can have a long-term game, and low-fi style graphics means you can make lots of stages. When you go with a lower player count, you can make the stages smaller, which means you can make more. When you go with a lower player count, you can have faster revivals. That's why in so many games, the higher the player count, the longer it takes for you to respawn. That annoys a lot of people. So if you lower the player count, you can have people respawn real fast. Lots of stages.
Yeah.
If you shorten the time of the stage, like shorten it down to 5 minutes, then you can have people rotating to a lot of stages. People say, there's so many stages in this game, man.
And, like, on the other side of the spectrum, we also had another idea, very similar, but rather than multiplayer, it'd still be multiplayer, but it's like, think GTA style for it, though.
Ooh.
Like, the more open world with GTA. Kind of thing where you got multiple people, and you can be working together against each other, whatever, and fighting a lot of different enemies inside the world.
Oof, that's too expensive for my blood, man.
Yeah.
There you go. Did you get it, Bella? Did it count?
No.
Oh, jeez.
I know, it's crazy.
I don't know why. Maybe you have to be the host or something? I don't know.
I don't know who.
Let's see.
Maybe it has to be not in a strike.
No, it could be. I got one of mine out of the strike. I think it's because I was a host, though.
Yeah. So after this, we'll switch you over to host, and we'll just do this as a strike.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
That's cool. We can do another mission.
But
Like
we'll
that,
first have to go to the tower, because...
Are you gonna be heading out there, Bala?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to do a strike again. And then
Oh,
it's not
okay.
good. I'd rather do a mission with the XP.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what I mean by doing the striking is we'll just do that part. Or what we can do is go to patrol and run over here to do it, and then you kill it.
Does anybody want
That
to
might
do one of
even be easier
those?
that way.
Does anybody want to do one of the what is it? Queen's Wrath missions?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, I'll be fine with that, but first... Yeah, I'm down with it, but I just gotta go to the tower first.
Okay, that's
'Cause I gotta... After this, like, once we complete this, I'll have enough Vanguard marks to get the helmet I want. God dang it, somebody's fine. Pay attention to me! Have a grenade!
Yep, give it a
I think
grenade.
You guys
Like,
have
they
three.
level it. What's that?
You guys have 3 people already for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
tell you
Oh,
what.
with, I
Actually,
think they level it,
Jinx, I know you want to do that. You want to help me get that thorn real bad. Would you be willing to
Yeah.
help me out with that, Akuma?
What do you need to do? 'Cause I need to do some stuff as well.
Level 26. Level 26 Fogoth. And
That's a strike, so yes, I will.
okay.
Because I need to do strikes. That's the thing. As long as it's a strike, I'm perfectly fine with it. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay. I'll warn you though, it's hard.
I'm wondering.
I mean, the difficulty of that has been cranked up.
Oh, I know. And what we can do is, if you guys need a spawner or something like that, or someone who will stay alive through revive you, I can play Defender Titan and help you out with that, or do whatever you need me to.
Awesome. Oh my! Did my grenade bounce off of that guy?
Well, unless there's a big grenade as well.
There we go. That's stuck on him. Because I got stickies.
Would you guys want to try and put together a raid tonight?
Oh, I would love to. Because I have good enough weapons to do it.
I'll tell you what. I'm not sure I do, but
I can kill them very fast.
well, once I get that thorn, I might be able to. I'm at 27, so yeah, I'd be willing to do it.
Yeah, I really want to play it so bad.
I know I need to get a whole bunch
The
of
damn
stuff out of the
Sebek,
way.
get over here.
Like, once I get that
I don't have
thorn,
time for
I'll
this,
be
brother,
open for
yes.
so many things. I just want to get that out of the way so I can get an exotic weapon.
Oh, I know, right? Like, I really, really want that Juju. Because it looks so cool. Dang, Sebek's primer. Whoa! What? How'd that ship kill me?
Surprisingly powerful projectiles from that.
Yeah. Boom! Aw. That failed. Ah.
Level 1 out.
Uh-oh. Let's see here. I'm gonna do something behind cover first. I don't want to... Oh,
Yeah, you might as well stay in cover. I got 20 seconds. What?
I'll get in. I'm the defender.
Are you getting?
well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want the beans. Or the rice. Sorry, ordering Mexican.
I ordered pizza earlier.
Yeah, I know. I heard you munching down in there, you badass.
Yeah, you had to tell everybody about your pizza.
Yeah.
Domino's.
I love it. You have no idea. I want to get like 1 meal a day.
Goddamn Domino's salesman. I'm trying to subliminal
Like,
message.
on a school day, I might get 1 meal. You have no idea how terrible the food system is here. No idea.
Oh, they're carrying that good old tradition, eh?
No, I would honestly prefer prison food over this.
No,
Please
you
give me
wouldn't.
slop.
No, you wouldn't.
No, please
You
give
think
me
you would,
slop.
but once you go...
No, I would. In a lot of things. it's
yeah,
like worse
prison
than
food.
stadium
Free
food.
comes with free beatings and free rapings. All the beatings and rapings you want.
No, just the food part, not the actual prison part. But, you know, like you have no idea how bad it tastes. 90% of it isn't real. Actually, 99% of it isn't real.
Dude, if you were to go to prison, you'd be begging for that school cafeteria food.
No. I can hardly swallow it.
Here's some applesauce with a
I
side
can.
of anal.
No. It's just ridiculous how terrible it is.
Think about my bubble. Go ahead.
You're echoing your bad, Bella.
Alright. I do have the official PlayStation.
What are you doing? Are you like talking to me through a cardboard tube or something?
Maybe.
Maybe I'm just a transformer.
Oh, I remember that one night. I don't know if you who was here. It was like at least somebody from here, from the team that we've got right now, was there when what was it? Colonel Klamas started some joke. Somebody was like, "He sounds like Megatron." I got a video of that, man.
Oh no. He said I sounded like Megatron.
Oh.
That's what it was. That was hilarious. Megatron! Oh, no, 'cause we
Oh,
all
that's
started
Starscream,
sounding
man.
Like Skeletor. We started like Skeletor, Starscream, Megatron. It was like, what the hell is happening?
That's right, I was here for that too. I remember now.
Only a select
that
few
was hilarious.
leads, Starscream.
Someone picked me up. I'm trying to hold the gun. I can't pick myself.
Did you switch up mics there, Bella? It's hard for me to hear you now.
Now I got the same one.
Same one? I don't know, you're in the background there. There we go, he flew up.
Well done.
Sepic's
Oy.
plan cast a great shadow over our city.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We all know.
Fallen devils will grow weaker. But we must stay vigilant.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crap
it's
like
just Vanguard
this.
Mark.
Fallen are crafty.
Like, this is where me,
Used
like,
to survive.
as a guy who would be a publisher, would say this is just a waste of money. You hired a really expensive voice actor just to say a whole bunch of sci-fi mumbo-jumbo.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, it's like I'd rather hire an indie voice actor who sounds really good but won't cost as much, you know?
See, for me, if I ran a
Like
publishing
the-
company, the most important thing to me would be a good casting director, because he'd be able to spot
True.
good voice indie actors. So we're like, hey, yeah, we'll break you in.
Wow, look at all the kills. Whoa. I'm getting some really cool stuff as of late.